start this video off by saying Black Lives Matter. Alright, now I'm going to get into my thoughts and I'm going to discuss what's going on in the world. I usually try to make my, movies more about me personally, or like have this be a distraction from the world, but right now I don't think a distraction is a good idea. I think confronting the situation head on is what's best, and so that's what I'm going to do. Where I live, they've got a curfew, an 8 o'clock curfew, so I have to go home soon. It's 7:37 right now. Riots, obviously there's been protests across the world, and there's been riots, not the world, but across the United States, there's been riots, and because of the riots where I live, we got a curfew now. I tried to go to the grocery store before, the curfew started, but the stores closed at 7:30. I was a couple minutes late. Anyways, it's taken me a couple days to form this opinion because I wasn't sure at first how I felt about the riots, alongside the protests. I obviously agree with the protests. I 100% believe that Black Lives Matter. And the police brutality towards black people, especially black men, is disgusting. And it's inexcusable and it's unforgivable. But I've been hearing people say, the riots and stuff and the looting and all this shit is terrible, and like I see that point of view, but then people are like, these people are fucking mad and fed up, and I see that point of view too. I think I finally formed an opinion on that. If it has been literally generations of this bullshit, fuck it, riot. Do what the fuck you feel like you need to do, because people are fucking pissed the fuck off. I will never understand what it's like to be black, and I will never sit here and pretend that I can understand. All I know is the only time I've actually been afraid to be pulled over is when I had a black man in my car. I've been pulled over a bunch of times, usually doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing. The only time I was actually scared is when there was a black man in my car. So that's the only bit of experience I have, which is nothing, obviously, compared to people who actually suffer through this. White privilege is fucking real. I am privileged because I am white. I get to do things without fear that black people just don't get to do without fear. And it's fucking disgusting. All lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter. I can't believe that it's 2020 and people are still racist. It blows my fucking mind, because I've never thought that way. I've never, even when I guess just because I was raised right, I don't know, I've never judged somebody based on something that has nothing to do with who they are as a person. When it comes to just the fucking way they look. Whether it's their skin color, whether it's like maybe they have a disability or something, like whether it's their sexual orientation. I don't judge people based off of shit that has nothing to do with who they are as a person, whether it doesn't determine if they're bad or good. I've just never seen that because it doesn't make fucking sense to me. It still doesn't make fucking sense to me. Yeah, black people and white people a lot of times have different upbringings, and we live in different cultures. I've lived in a home in a neighborhood where I was one of the only white people, and it was very different from, the way I was raised. Didn't make it worse, didn't make it better, it was just different. But why are fucking white people afraid of that? Why are they afraid of black people and black culture? It doesn't make any fucking sense. The world's gone fucking crazy. I was one of those people who was ignorant enough to think that my life, like, I just didn't think it would happen in my lifetime, that this kind of shit was past. You know, that bad things weren't going to happen. And it happened so close to home, you know, like, obviously 9/11 happened when I was in middle school, and that was a very big eye-opener of, wow, like, I'm witnessing history, this is fucked up. But that was in New York, and it's still, there was a bit of distance for me, plus I was kind of young, and I didn't take it all in, but now it's like in my fucking backyard. I have to go home in a couple minutes, because there's a fucking curfew. You know, even when people are protesting peacefully, the police still come in and fucking tear gas them, and black people are fucking fed up of being treated like shit. And I'm fucking fed up with black people being treated like shit. Treated like criminals because of the fucking way they look. It's fucking sick. And if you are one of those fucking people that respond to Black Lives Matter with All Lives Matter, you're on the wrong side of history. I'm just fucking telling you, you are. All lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter. Just remember, there's always hope. Tomorrow will be a better day.